Exactly. Man, I'm so excited for what we're going to be presenting today. Guys, it's going to be fun. There's no fluff in this thing. It's just straight up. This is what we do. This is how we do it. This is how you can implement it. This is what you can get done in your business. What an exciting time to be alive. I don't know if you guys are, I find it hard to sleep right now because of all the cool tech that we have, stuff that we've, taken months or even weeks to build, we can now build in hours. Yeah.
It's
So
amazing.
anyway, we'll get
It's
into
so it's
we'll
so
get in,
cool. I think do you know
go
what
for it,
though?
Will.
I think so the if you've been paying attention, you know that the world is on the roller coaster, and I think what we're about to cover off this morning, and our team have talked about this a lot, is that there will never be a time where businesses don't need to find new customers, right? That's the through line. That's the straight path, right? Businesses will always need to find new customers. And when I first got started online, Johan, I've told you this many, many times. When I first got started online, my first $1,000 day, right? My first $10,000 day was in the online advertising space. And the reason I got into that space was because somebody said to me, when times are good, when business is good, companies spend money on advertising. When times are tough, they have to. And the cool thing is that we've now evolved with AI to the point where you don't need to spend it on ads. You can go direct to the customer. And we're going to show that as part of this video today. We're going to keep this as entertaining as we possibly can. And I think that, again, that roller coaster, if you can engage with what we're going to show you here on the call, you're going to have that straight line to be able to help businesses achieve growth, and that's what we're here for. That's what we're here for. So, I mean, Mr. Johan, shall we dive right in?
Let's go, man. I'm
All right.
excited. Let's
So, guys,
rock.
if you're ready, just say ready in the chat. All right. If you want to jump straight into this, make sure you got your pens and paper handy, or notepads, or phones, or we'll send out replays for those of you who will ask. Yes, there will be a replay. We will make sure that this is available for you, so you can just engage and stick around. We're going to give you opportunity to grab everything right at the end. Okay. So you don't need to be scribbling down notes. We're going to show you how to get access to all of that stuff. All right. This is about you signing a $10,000 deal for a client. Okay. It's about that client being so happy that you turned up on their doorstep. It's about that client paying you a $2,000 monthly retainer, and it's about building that on GHL. It's about being able to build that, deploy that, show a client how to win in today's environment, and you becoming the trusted advisor the agency raised to. Is that cool, guys? Are we in the right room? This is about you signing a $10,000 deal and $2,000 a month. Are we good? If everybody's in the right
With
place,
tech with the technology you guys already have. I think
right?
90% of
Absolutely.
the people have the
Yeah.
access to the GHL and all the components we're going to talk through. And yeah, go back. Back to you, Mr. Will.
Perfect, perfect, perfect. So actually, that's a really good starting point. Do you guys like give me a one in the chat box if you are a GHL agency owner? Give me a two in the chat box if you are not yet a GHL agency owner. So let's see our audience here. All right, one, 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 one. I notice if I do this, I get balloons. If I do two, I get confetti. All right, let's see if I can get some confetti. All right, cool, nice. If you're not yet a GHL agency owner, we love that platform. It provides an incredible amount of functionality. It provides a way to generate business. You can go to whitelabelsuite.com/GHL and get started there. And we cover a lot of training on GHL and how to monetize that. But today we're going to talk about taking that and solving the biggest problem that most GHL agencies face, and that's growth, that's getting in the door, that's presenting something that clients understand, and it's closing deals for what we want to call a reasonable figure, right? We've seen so many people try and sell GHL at 97 a month and go under. Like it's just we want to solve this problem once and for all for you. So we want you to be able to find the ideal clients, present something that's really cool and valuable, and have the client say, "Oh my God, when can you get started?" And instead of doing that for 197 bucks, we want to do that for 10 grand a pop. We want to do that for 2,000. Now, I'm going to start with a little disclaimer. I've got this written out as well, but guys, we are not making claims about future results, anything like that. we're just telling what we have done. Okay. So we are delivering this from our own experience. Your financial position is different than ours. Your team is different. Your experience is different. I think we're all adult enough to know that our results are a result of our own work, right? We just want to show you guys what we've done and the system that we've built and show you guys that these are the steps that you can put in place. Is that okay with everybody? Like, again, we're not making any, you can make $1 billion by just closing eyes. We're not doing that. We're literally saying this is the system that we built. This is what we put together. So when we talk about the fact that we close deals for $10,000 as a setup, we are absolutely factual, can prove it 100 times over. When we say something like we had somebody offer us 50,000 to set it up and we had to turn them down because we had too much work on, we're also being 100% factual. But we're not making claims. We just want you guys to know what's possible, and we're going to share this from an education point of view. So let me just jump across. Guys, we're going to go through a structured presentation, okay? Now, what that means is I'm going to show you some slides. All right, I just have to convey the message, and you'll get sick of me just talking from my soapbox nonstop anyway. So I'm going to show you some slides. I'm going to walk you through the structure. We're going to show you the exact system that we used to build those $10,000 implementations, all right, and $2,000 monthly fees, and we're going to lay it all out for you guys, all right? So you guys gave me the ones and said you're ready, so I think I should grab my little slide deck here and do this share. So I'm going to do this, make sure you guys can see my screen, and click on the big red button when I can. All right, can you guys see my screen? Can you see that slide deck there, Mr. Johan? Yep. Cool. Awesome. Cool. Love it. Awesome. Let's jump in. The step-by-step playbook of how we have sold GHL for 10K setup and 2K a month without struggling for niches. All right. Or building endless automations. Has anybody faced those troubles? Endless automation building, struggling for what niche to get into without doing any of that. All right. So again, if that's you, we're in the right room. Let's jump in. Again, that disclaimer that we talked about before, just making sure that we cover that off for you guys. Our results are not typical. Our team is different than yours. Our experience is different from yours. Our financial situation is different from yours. And nothing in this presentation should be taken as a claim or replicatable to your own situation. What we show you is from our own experience and is for education. All right. So let's jump in and keep going. Here's the problem. Here's the problem, guys. And again, please jump in the chat, come back to me and bounce. Johan's going to do most of the chatting because he's got the whole hay fever thing going on. So he's going to do all of the work in the chat, but come back to me in the chat and just let me know that we're on path. Okay. Because then it's not just me monologuing, and you guys can have a piece of this as well, which would be good. So here's the problem. We get into this agency space. We want to provide services for business. The first thing we're saying is, who do I speak to? Like, we open the door to our office and we go, look at this big wide world out there. Okay, who out there needs me? We're like, I don't know. All right. So problem number one is, who do I speak to? Does anybody face that? Like, what niche, what business should I go after? Who should I be talking to? Give me a one if that's something that you will face for yourself. The question, who should I go and speak to about this? Right? The next problem that we face, the next one that we have in the system there is, what do I sell them? What do I sell them? Right? Like, okay, cool. I've got this absolutely incredible system. How do I talk about this thing? Because it's too big. What do I actually talk to them about? And importantly, how do I get them to say yes? Right? I know it's great. I'm pretty sure I'm convincing in my presentation, or maybe not. I don't even know how to present. How do I get them to say, okay, cool, and sign that check for me? Is that a problem people have? Again, guys, drop a one. If you're seeing the problem that you face, let me know. And then how do I deliver that? How do I actually, build this for the client and still keep my activity going? How do I keep the wheels turning? All of these kind of challenges that we face as GHL agency owners, or as any agency owners that are looking to help serve businesses. So we're going to see if we can solve all of that and go right through this for you. So here's why it's hard. All of the above, says Stan. Yeah, I hear you, man. Here's why this is hard. With GHL, you have every tool under your belt. You have everything. I can build funnels and forms and surveys and CRM systems and automations and reputation systems. I can do like, yeah, but the business only wants one thing. The business only wants one thing. They want profit. They want growth. They want customers. They want money in the bank, right? And I've heard it said before, I don't care how you do it. If you stand on the corner of the road and wave a flag and that's what brings me a customer, then I don't care how shiny it is. I only care about, can you get me the result? All right, the profit. So when we're talking to a business owner, they don't care about how all of the pieces, how sparkly they all are. They just care about a proven result. Yeah. So we're going to see if we can give you the antidote for that, Don, in just a second. The pain of a business owner. When we have all of this incredible stuff to say, the business owner says, wait, you want me to change my entire system? No, thank you. I've taken me long enough to get my team trained on this. I've invested $50,000 in HubSpot or whatever. No, thank you. And that is really, really hard to get by. But when we first met Sean Clark in Dallas a couple of years ago, and I showed him this next piece, he literally grabbed me by my shoulders and he said, this is it. And what I said to him was very simply that we provide a system that is end to end, where we go lead generation, AI leads, AI follow up, AI qualification, and we run it completely independently of your existing system, Mr. Customer. So no, I don't want you to change your HubSpot. I want you to keep your HubSpot, your Salesforce, your ClickFunnels, your whatever it is you've got. All right, I want you to keep it. But I want to set this up for you, which does leads plus qualification, all this kind of stuff. And then when you get those leads, we will push it across into HubSpot for you. And Sean went, that's it. That's the way to sell it. And I went, exactly. That's exactly right. So what is the offer? Guys, as we said, there's no fluff. This is exactly what we're going to show you how to put together a total lead generation system, start to finish, right? Regardless of what systems they're currently running, that you can run it completely independently of them. All right. And here's a little taste. Okay. So once you have this end-to-end system up and running, here's what's going to happen. You're going to be able to generate leads, and then AI knows who that lead is and can communicate with them in context. All right. So I've got a little clip here, which is about a minute 50 long, and it shows somebody opting in on a form. All right, we've all done that. We've put our name and email on somewhere. So somebody opting in on a form somewhere. Now that could be a Facebook ad. It could be a download a free trial. It could be anything at all. This is just the starting point where somebody comes into your marketing world. I want to show you what happens when you have got all of these pieces lined up. The AI can communicate in context. Let me show you what I mean. So I'm going to click play on this one. Yes, I want my free coupon. Let's go. And it's going to send it via SMS. All right. So Jody has just opted in. She's just come to our site, or she's answered a Facebook ad, or she's done something like that. She's in our system and the AI knows about her. So let's go and check my phone. I'm just going to connect to my phone here and make sure we get the messaging here. All right. So here's our message to Jody. Thanks for registering. Here's your coupon. Now, I want to prove that the bot AI knows who it's talking to. So I'm just going to kind of skip to a thread back and forth. I'm just going to straight ask, what do you know about me already? So let's ask, what do you know about me? And let's see if the AI now has that information. And boom, you're associated with Jody Michael and Associates, a firm known for its comprehensive approach to professional coaching, including, I mean, how incredible is that? So again, no client's going to ask, how do you know about me? But what they might ask is something like this. How can your system help me specifically? Now, because the AI knows, watch what happens now. Can be particularly beneficial in a number of ways. And boom, check out the incredible information that it's been able to create because it knows who it's talking to. I'll just do one more because I love this. What kind of leads should I look for? Here we go. The AI knows who it's talking to. Jody came to our website from any place, and the AI knows who it's dealing with. How incredible is it for your system to be able to have contact-aware conversations? When it knows who it's talking to from that first contact, the AI can do so much better job at qualifying, at making sure that that's answering the questions in context to help you make sales. All right. So guys, what we're going to show you is how to do that for clients. And that's what the whole thing we're talking about. All right. Now we get even funkier when we get to AI voice in just a few minutes. But we want to show you how there's a couple of tools here that plug together, GHL being one of them, that enables that to happen. So when you demonstrate this to a client, and we'll give you the script to let this to walk this through with you. When you demonstrate this to a client, you can literally just get them to say, hey, well, just, let me show you. Text your number to this and let the AI take over, because the AI will do some incredible things. So we're going to talk all of that through. And this is how you get to being able to blow the customer away. So here's the system. We do AI lead generation. We do hyper personalized outreach. This is not about just spray and pray, all right? We're going to show you something that is, again, mind-blowing, using the power of AI and the ability to communicate in context with people. We're going to engage AI follow-up and qualification, and what that results in is booked calls and more sales. Now, have I talked about automations, funnels, reputation management, all of the amazing and really super, super cool things that GHL can do? No. I've gone straight to what the customer really wants. Mr. Customer, I'm going to show you how to generate more leads, how AI can communicate and qualify for them, how they can follow them up and book appointments for you. But here's what you need to know. You guys, you already have the engine. Everything that we showed you with the outreach and the hyper-personalization emails going out and the AI piece, that's already in the GHL engine. What we're talking about is adding the fuel, which is the leads and that initial enrichment and getting that AI-powered data behind it. So we are here talking about how to add fuel to this engine to really create everything that you need moving forward. Let's put all of these pieces of the puzzle together, all right? So piece number one, let's get your ideal leads. All right, let's get your ideal leads. And guys, I would love to ask for a little bit of feedback here so I can do this in context. Let me know who would be your ideal client, all right? If I could put 10 people in a room, who are they for you? Do you work with real estate agents? Do you want to find business coaches, high-end auto dealers? Perfect, Don. Thank you so much. Detailers. What about, is there a specific kind of person you want to speak to? Oral surgeons and periodontists. Chad, fantastic. So guys, if I can do this live for you to show you, then it's going to be a much more resonant thing. So we want to be able to say, now again, please remember my words here. I'm asking the client, you guys in this case, who is your ideal prospect? So when I show the system, I'm going to find those ideal prospects, and I've already covered 90% of the battle for the client. And in fact, Johan, I love your story about the banker, but we'll get to that in a second. I'll tell you guys a story here. So what I just did was I asked you guys who would be your ideal client. And I want that to be secret weapon number one in your toolbox when you're talking to a client. Simple question, right? Mr. Customer, who are you looking to find? And let's see if we can do this in a really easy to understand way. So I'm going to open up our software tool. This is called White Label Suite. And there's two elements to this program that I'm going to talk about. Number one, we're going to show you how to find your ideal leads, all right? And number two, this is a white label program, which means you get to put your brand on it and you get to be able to make this same offer to your customers, all right? So there's a number of different ways that we can find clients using this program. And GHL's got its own prospecting system. It's great. It pretty much does what we're going to cover in company search at level 1, but it's great up to that point. Love it. We just take it a whole bunch further than that. And we make it standalone as well, which is really cool, so that it fits into other programs. But anyway, love it. Just a bit of a difference there. So we start with company search, and that's a great list that you guys have given me there. So Ben says home builders, oral surgeons and periodontists, high-end auto detailers, building material dealers and suppliers, says Stephanie. Amazing. And all of those examples will fit into what we call our company search. So this is probably our most popular search within the program. And we start here and we say, okay, cool. I want to find that vertical, that niche. Let me see what I can find. So Stephanie, can you do me a favor while I'm typing? Can you just give me a location? Like, where in the world are you based? This system works in any continent, any industry, any niche, any country, any city. So let's see what we can do. Atlanta, Georgia. Okay, cool. So if I go, I'm looking for a building supplies company, and I'm looking in Atlanta, Georgia. All right, let's go with Atlanta, Georgia. And I'll just pop this onto a list and click on go. Now, again, this is what we call level one. All right. What's about to happen? And if I asked you guys to go and find me all the building supply companies in Atlanta, Georgia, the first thing you'd probably do is pull out Google and go, building supplies, Atlanta, Georgia, click. And it would give you a list of building companies, and it would give you their name and address and phone number and that kind of stuff. And hey, presto, that's exactly what we've got. All right. Because we have about 14 different data sources coming into the tool, and Google is one of them. So we start, but this is level one, guys. This is level one. So we've got the builders, we've got their reputation rating, we've got their website, we've got their phone number, and we've got their location. Who's already excited? It's like, that'll do me, I'm good, let's go, all right? But that's just where we start. So what's happening in the background is we have got a whole bunch more data enrichment happening here at a way that we are going to start to walk this through. So I can start by saying, how many employees work at this company? All right. Now I can see more details about their reputation rating. I've got all of their socials. So if I wanted to come and speak to these guys on platforms that they're already on, I can come across, okay, their Facebook page is out of whack, which is a good opportunity. Let me choose somebody else. Here we go. There's their Facebook. I can contact them directly from here, and I'm straight in. Okay. But that's not all we do. Because you'll notice over here that we've also got contact details for a whole bunch of people that work at this company. Now, Josh Robinson, Chris is the branch manager, okay, director of national accounts. All right, what else we got? Managing partner. Who wants to chat? So, Stephanie, would you like to chat to Lucas? Stephanie's already got screenshots going on. She's already like got Lucas's name and number here, starting to chat that through. All right. Now, so we're finding all of this. I would reach out to one of the branch managers. Perfect. Hey, Stephanie, just blow my mind for 1 second. If you got a deal with a building supply company, what would that be worth to you? Can you just give me a number? Like, if that turned into a deal, what would that deal be worth to you as a company? Just blow my mind for 30 seconds. 100K. All right, per year. Well, damn. Shut down the Zoom. That's it. All right, that's exactly what we need to be able to do. And guys, by the way, don't forget that this is white labeled. So when you put this in front of your clients and they give you that same answer, did you just close that deal or not? All right. Having this tool makes that possible. All right. So now there's a lot more stuff here that I want to go into, but I kind of want to keep it a little bit secret just for a minute. But you guys might have picked up on something really cool here. It's called the AI assistant. Okay, we're going to dive into that in just a bit more. Remember that contact aware conversation? Actually, I'll blow the secret out. Let's take the gift wrapping off. That contact aware conversation that we showed just a few moments ago. All of this data goes into GHL seamlessly, goes into HubSpot via Zapier, goes into Keep, goes into Zapier itself. We've got a Zapier app and all that kind of stuff. All like flows across. But so far, what we have about this company is very kind of vanilla. But our AI generates the flavor, right? So I've got multiple AI assistant prompts in the background here that I can run that can find out more about this company. So when I'm doing a proposal to them or I'm initially communicating with them, I can find a whole bunch of stuff here, all right? The branch is run by branch manager Brian Bush. Its operating hours are this. They offer an express pickup service. They could do this, this, and this. This is who they are. This is the range of products they supply. Now, that prompt can be edited, but you can ask the AI to do anything you want. Okay, we've got a client that's a GHL agency owner, and when they do their search, they want to do an SEO analysis of that company. Right? So we actually just showed them how they could do a full SEO analysis. Let me grab, there we go, this one here. They do a full SEO analysis, and we can just build that in to the AI assistant. All right. If you guys want, I'll happily flick you that prompt over. But it does all kinds of page speed, loads, broken links, all kind of stuff. The AI assistant can do whatever you want. And then it goes across to your CRM. So now when that communication's happening, that's your secret sauce right there. Okay. Now there's a whole bunch of other stuff in here. As an agency, I want to know, I jumped into another list now, so I've got business coaches or somebody else here on the screen. But I want to know as an agency, well, okay, cool. I want to go and create business for these guys. Who is their client? I can do things like an ICP suggestion, ideal client profile suggestion. I can literally come in and tell the client, I've done my research. I understand that you're looking for startup owners, medium-sized enterprises, small business owners, entrepreneurs. Now, have I done my research? Yeah, of course I have. I just clicked a button. But are you allowed to do that sort of stuff when you're trying to get a deal? Hell yes. And remember what I said at the start? There's never going to be a time in history when generating leads is out of fashion. Okay, it's going to be more and more and more demand. So Ben, asking a great question about B2C, B2B, right? And Johan, thank you for the answer. You just nailed it right there. We get asked that question probably more often than any others. I work with real estate agents. How do I find people in the community? We have got specific training on that approach. And it's all about creating relationships, building networks, going out to the broader community. It's brilliant. And actually, that's a really great way to introduce our people search. So that first method of search, company search. Johan, you're jumping in. I saw you take a sip of honey and water. So did you want to jump in there?
Yeah, man. I'm happy to talk about the people's search for sure. So,
Okay.
guys, this is my one of my proudest moments is when I did a 3-minute close. And some of you who are our clients, you've heard the story before. So I jump on the call, and this guy jumps on, and I'm like, "Hey, man, tell me, who are your ideal clients? If I could fill a room with 100 people," he goes, "100 people, I need 10." I said, "Okay, cool. If I could fill a room with 10 people, who would they be?" He goes, "I'm a cybersecurity firm for CEOs of banks in Trinidad and Tobago." And so I just went in there and I typed in Trinidad and Tobago as the location, CEOs of banks, and boom, they all popped up. And he goes, "That's my client. That's my client. That's my client." And so I said, "Okay, cool. Well, we've got 3 out of 10. How would you like the other 7?" He goes, "Sign me up, man. Let's go." And that's my worst Trinidad and Tobago accent, but it's so simple and so easy. And there you go. That's Walt doing a demo right as we're showing it. And this is the screen where he just went, "I haven't, that's my friend. That's my friend. That's my guy. That's my guy."
That's my
So
client. That's my
there you
client.
go.
So,
And
that's a great story.
proof is
Like, and again, cybersecurity for a bank, I think again his numbers were about the same as Stephanie's, where a client is worth 100 grand. We had a great client here who does electrical certification for imported products, and that's pretty niche, right? Like it's okay, that's very specific, but he's not. He's talking to Best Buy. He's making sure that any products that are coming into the big warehouses are being tagged at the wharf and correctly done. And huge company, huge networks. But the way he saw this tool, he was like, you know what? I do a lot of travel. And if you could make this happen for me, it'd be worth gold. All I want to do is when I fly into a new city, I want to have lunch with the CEOs of electrical companies in that space. So we created this whole campaign called Lunch with Pete. And we literally just invited CEOs of electrical companies to have lunch with Pete on the days that he's coming in. And his business is taken off because, of course, that's where mega millions of dollars of deals happen, right? It's over a chicken parmigiana at a table. Yep, sure, sounds good, sounds good. And your sales teams go, "How did you bring that $10 million deal in?" You go, "Well, I had lunch with Pete." So being able to find people with the people search is really, really cool. So we might say, okay, great. Looking at our examples a little bit earlier, coaches and creators, building materials, oral surgeons, and periodontists. That's a really cool one. Now I'm going to copy and paste because I'm Australian and I can't spell. But if I'm looking for a periodontist, just like that, and again, anywhere in the world, let's I don't know, let's go with Chicago. No, let's change continents. Let's go Sydney, Australia. Right. So if I'm looking for a periodontist, not wrong Sydney. There we go. Let's go Sydney, New South Wales. All right. Before I hit the search, which you've already seen me do, right? Nothing new there. But I can get really, really, really detailed with this. So I can say, do you know what? I'm looking for somebody. Now, it might not be a periodontist in this case, but I'm looking for a CEO of a company with more than 50 employees that does 100 million or more in revenue, that's been in the job for more than 10 years. Now, pause. Why would I be looking for somebody like that specific? because I'm in insurance and I deal in life insurance and I really want to deal with high net worth individuals that are coming to the end of their career. Well, then, how about we filter on how long they've been in the job? And that way you can fine tune down the person that arrives on your doorstep. Now, there's some really cool things that you can do with this kind of search. All right. And I just want to show you one of them real quick. This is what we call the gold medal search. All right. This is the if you can find me my dream person anywhere in the world, see what you can do. So if I go up here and I go, Johan, give me a name, somebody famous, somebody that
Go down. Let's go.
Grant Cardone. Okay. If I type in Grant Cardone and I get his LinkedIn like that. So this is Grant Cardone's LinkedIn. All right. Now I can come across to our tool over here and I can come in here and I can just pop that LinkedIn profile right here and click go. And watch what happens next. Because now we're going to bring Grant Cardone in. Okay. Now I've got contact details. I've got, let's go, a whole bunch more stuff in here. I've got all of his socials straight here. I've got education history, job history, contact information, multiple email addresses, company details. And now I can start my AI going to work. I can go, hey, go and write a DM to Grant. Go and create me a summary of this guy's post history and what he's been talking about. Create for me an email subject line. In fact, do a whole introduction from my company. Guys, is anybody wanting to give this a spin? Find me my ideal client and get me in touch with them. And remember what we said. Now we want to put this into contact aware conversations. I'll be real fast because there's a couple of other ways. There's so much in this program. Guys, if I can help you find your ideal niche, which we showed you in the company search, research that company, push everything into contacts, make a communication happen. If I can find the ideal person, if I can get you CEOs of building companies, mortgage brokers in a particular city that are doing particular turnover, would that be helpful? Just give me a one. Give me a one if what you've seen already would be helpful, guys. Just like, let me know if this is something that might be helpful. One. Cool. Thank you. Appreciate that. All right. There's a couple other ways. I'll do this real fast. Again, this is a great way to work with the B2C data. So we go, again, real story. We had a client who's a mortgage broker. I asked her, same way as the real estate agent, I asked her, who do you want to find? And she said, everyone. I was like, okay, help me out a little bit. Who was the last person that you wrote a mortgage for? And she said, she worked at the hospital down the road, right? And I was like, okay, cool. So I'm going to do this quickly. Hospital in Chicago, just picking another city here. So she said she works at a hospital down the road. I said, cool, that sounds great. Do nurses make great mortgage insurance people? And she said, yes, they've got a stable employment, all that kind of stuff. So I've just done this with any hospital, but I can grab a hospital here or any location and I can go, you know what, find me everybody that works at that particular location. And we go, boom. And we start to go, cool, here's everyone that works there. So now you can reach out and go, hey, for your colleague, we did a great. Now, how does that work for real estate agents? We can work with local schools, local gyms, local sporting clubs and associations. All right. We did a program where we set this up for a company that was looking for government employees, Australian postal workers, like all kinds of amazing things, so long as you've got the starting point, right? And the last one here is, I think, I'm going fast, but I don't want to take away the impact of this one. All right. This influencer search is the biggest lever you can ever pull for you and for your client. All right. Remember, this is about you getting $10,000 deals. All right. So I want you to ask the client, if I can get you connected with the biggest influencers in your space, would that be helpful to you? Okay. Chad, that's a great question. I'll cover that in just a second. So that's the question. Would it be helpful? I want to give you guys a little bit of an insight. Using this tool, we've been able to connect with people who've got audiences in the millions. And what do we do with them? I won't do the search. I'll just come. Actually, I need to do the search. I'll show you guys. You can search. Okay, find me everybody who's in business coaching. All right, who's got from 10,000 to 200,000 followers, who's got this kind of engagement, that kind of post history, all that kind of stuff. All right, and I can come in and let me just grab one here so I'm not boring you guys to tears. Let me grab this guy and just say, all right, cool.
People are blown away and going, wow, this is insane. I don't think you're boring anybody, bud.
Okay, all right. That's good. I'm happy to hear that. Once we start to understand who we can reach out to with their influencers, all right, we can really get some incredible data here. All right. So we can say, tell me about this person. All right. What do they post about? How many followers do they have? How many of those followers are active? or fake, we say, followed once but never engaged ever again. How many comments do they get? What kind of hashtags are they using? What are they mentioning? Give me the actual post history that this person's talking about. And here's the really cool one. Tell me about their audience. What are their audience interested in? What brands do they align with? Who follows them? So here's what I can do. What if I did a really great job with Alyssa? What do I mean by a great job? And remember, this is for your clients as well as you. Well, what if I invited Alyssa to a podcast interview? Hey, Alyssa, looks like you've got a really strong channel here about business mentorship and business coaching. I'd love to interview you for our podcast and give you a little bit of exposure. So you interview Alyssa, you talk to her about her life as an influencer, and then she does what? She shares her post, her interview, and who sees that? Daniel sees that, and he's got 5.2 million followers. And Casey also sees that, and Nazar and Heidi. If you can reach one and they can reach theirs, did you not just blow the doors off in a good way your client's business? Right? So this is the kind of data that we're bringing back. And again, this all integrates straight back into your high level, into your CRM, into your system. Okay. And again, the benefit here is that we want to be able to create communication. Okay. So yes, they're the followers of an influencer, right? You can also do lookalike audiences from there. So this is about you guys finding your ideal client. Remember I said there's multiple pieces to what you're presenting to a business, but this is piece number one, right? Mr. Customer, Mrs. Customer, business owner that I'm sitting in front of. If I can help you find and connect with your ideal customers in company, by niche, by vertical, by individuals, by Dream 100 customers, or I can reach you big audiences, will my services be valuable to you? So guys, again, give me a one if that would be valuable to you. If we could help you find companies, verticals, niches, individuals, influencers in the space, domain specific Dream 100 clients. Give me a one if it would be helpful for you guys. Yeah, cool. Katie says, for me and my clients, that's the point. I'm glad you're getting that. That's awesome. Fred says one. Awesome. Thanks, guys. So let me just come back over to a couple more slide decks here. Right. So remember we said then integrated to contact aware conversation. So piece number one, let's get the ideal clients going for you. Piece number two, now when we have that client, as we showed before, you've got that contact aware conversation. You can extend that out to outreach, and I'll cover Cam's question. So outreach, I just want to play this clip. All right. Again, it's about 60 seconds. When we're doing marketing, and guys, you have to be compliant in your marketing. Again, I'll cover that in just a second. But because you've got AI connected to your CRM, watch what happens. Every communication is hyper personalized. Let me show you this clip. And here's our contact straight away. Now, this was Thomas, which was my email address. So let's see what was sent to Thomas. Now, again, this is all happening instantly, right? So we want to come in here and say, what did we send out? I notice your business stands out, offers a unique comparison tool, allowing users to quickly find the best real estate agents in the area based on performance. Very unique to Thomas, all right? Let's go and see what was sent to Colin, which is Johan in this case. So what was sent here? So we have a very personalized, I notice your business specializes in property investment advising, which is crucial. That fact that you have an award-winning approach to help clients make informed decisions is impressive. 100% unique and hyper-personalized. Now, again, we've spoken about before, you can change the prompts to have that research and that unique approach fine-tuned to reflect your own voice, but the AI is doing the heavy lifting. So what we've got is the ability to find those ideal clients and connect and communicate with them individually with hyper-personalization, where the AI knows who it's speaking to, and every single person gets a unique personalized message. All right? Guys, can you just type cool for me if that's cool? So Ray, the answer is yes. All of that data comes across into high level. Now, you don't have to go and set up custom fields and do all that kind of stuff. As soon as you connect the two, it's done, right? You send the data, the fields are there, and the AI is able to reference it. Cool, says Ray. Brilliant. Every communication to your client is hyper personalized. Now you can take that one step further. As I said, we get really funky. You can integrate this into voice AI as well. Now, GHL's voice AI is freezing. Stan, I was like wondering what he said. I said, is it cool? He said it's freezing. I love it. So GHL's voice AI at the moment is only inbound. I know that they're working on outbound, all right? But when you can get the voice to also know who they're talking to, again, you just get really funky results. Check this out. Test this out. Hello?
Hello, Walt. I am Falco, the AI sales manager from Prospect Falcon. I've seen you engage on our website to help find your next sales and prospects. Do you have a couple of minutes to see if we can help you nail those sales targets?
Yeah, sure. I
Great.
pretended I was
So
from
just to get a better
GHL.
idea, could you tell me a bit about your business and who your ideal clients are?
Yeah, sure. What do you know about my company already?
I know that High Level is a tech company offering a single software platform for sales and marketing. It's customizable, allowing agencies to resell it to their clients. It combines various business functions like sales, marketing, automation, and customer relationship management in one place. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right. So knowing that, how could your system help me?
Prospect Falcon can help you by tapping into global web and social media data to find and connect with potential clients. Our AI
All right. So, guys, that's from an opt-in. That's from an opt-in. All right. That's from the contact aware conversations, because one of the things with our tool that I won't go into the techie side of right now, but you can bring leads. Yes, that was an AI voice. You can bring leads into your GHL system, connect it with ours. It can do all of that lead enrichment and AI goodness and send it back. So you don't even need to find the lead in our tool. You just plug GHL in and do it in reverse. So somebody just opted in via a Facebook ad, or somebody just came in and filled out a survey, and in the background, all of that enrichment, all of that social data, all of those AI research and everything populates back into your CRM, so your AI knows who it's talking out. So Craig says GHL can't call out though. That's true. At the moment, it's just inbound from a receptionist point of view. So when the phone rings from an identified number, we know who that person is, right? We've got that contact in the custom fields. They are working on outbound. We love SynthFlow for outbound calls at the moment, but as soon as GHL have their outbound, we're going to be going down that path. But guys, how cool is that? You can actually enrich that data in real time, okay, from
platform
any
is perfect.
source, which is really
Test
cool.
this out.
So so we said piece number one was that AI lead generation. Piece number two was then the AI conversational point. Piece number three, then you can plug in AI voice if you want to. And piece number four that wraps around the whole thing is the GHL system itself. So this is the system. This is the system. And it becomes your solution to sell. You have AI powered lead generation, you have GHL, you have the sales system that we just showed, and fulfillment completely taken care of. If you're working with companies like Dakota from GHL Pro Systems and HL Pro Tools and Extendly and all these guys, you can have that system maintained for you. So this is the system as a whole, you guys. AI lead generation, hyper personalized outreach, AI follow up and qualification equals booked calls and more sales. All right. Craig, don't know the answer to that question. I have to be honest. Haven't done the numbers on it. We actually do have a client that said, can we build in an option? Of course. So when somebody says, would you rather speak to a human? They say yes. And it says transferring your call, and you can do the live switchovers and that kind of stuff. But that's advanced stuff. Interesting. Great question though, by the way. So this is rather than, so hang on, let me stop share for a second. I want to come face to face. This is my little soapbox moment, right? Guys, can you just see if you can understand what I'm getting at here. If you go to a client and you give them a presentation of GHL, they're going to go, wow, this is really awesome. No, thanks. We've already got HubSpot, Salesforce, whatever. If you give somebody a whole bunch of work to do, are they happy about it? Not really. All right. They might say that you've got a great system, but will I change over? Mm-mm. But what do you think your chances are if you go to a business owner and you say, who's your ideal client? I'll get AI to follow them up and converse with them, contact aware conversations, qualify them against your criteria, bring them into your system, and give you a qualified lead in your calendar. Can we have a conversation about that? Now, will you close every deal? Definitely not. All right. I've been in sales long enough to know that's impossible. I've seen people say no to a $100 bill given out on the street. No thanks. Right. So if people say no to a flat 100, no, they're not going to say yes to everything. But what do you think your chances are? Instead of giving the business owner another tool that their team has to learn, what if you gave them a system that works? Do you think your chances would be higher? Just type for me higher or lower in the chat box. If you're presenting a system where they generate leads, follow those leads up, qualify those leads, contact aware, personalize outreach, deliver back a qualified lead, do you think your chances would be higher or lower of closing that deal? Higher, higher, higher. Look at that. There you go. That's it. Exactly. So that's what we want to give you guys, is the opportunity to close those deals. And that's why when we put this in front of a business owner, that's why their reaction is 10K, right? Now, we have talked to people before and they've gone, 10K setup. Oh, I want to share something with you guys, because you're no longer justifying it against the price of a CRM, right? Because you're giving them AI generated targeted leads. You're giving the AI hyper personalized outreach, AI follow up and qualification, more calls and sales. But here's what you're also giving them, and you're justifying the price against this. You're allowing them to justify the price against no staff training costs, no bonuses, paid holidays, medical leave, right? Dental. They never leave, take a better job, and give you you have to start again and train. You're no longer just trying to sell a CRM program and justifying your setup cost. You're justifying your setup cost against training the AI to always perform, never take a day off, always be there when they're needed, answer in context, in voice, on brand every time, never has a bad day, and will answer a client at 2:00 in the morning. That allows you to justify the price, to be able to say, can you see the value? Because the average hiring cost of a new employee in the United States, by the time you go training and implementation and replacement costs and all that kind of stuff, just Google it, is about $14,000 recruitment cost. And then you got to pay salary, right? So what you're able to do is position yourself as a solution provider against all of that, which is really cool. All right, which is really great. Cool. Yeah, so let's go. We're training the AI. So I just did this little Google search yesterday. What do business owners want the most? Check out the answer. They want 4 things: customers, profit, cash, and growth. They can all be defined as one thing: just money, growth. We just want to do well. We just want to succeed. That's what business owners are looking for. Cool. Let's keep going through. So those extra justifications, that's where you get to be able to position it at 10K. But here's the brutal truth, you guys. Here's the brutal truth for everybody that's on this call. Most SaaS agencies don't fail because of a bad product. You've all got something amazing. They fail because of unpredictable growth. You could have a killer product, which we all do, a brilliant team, even happy customers. But if you can't consistently bring in new revenue, you'll plateau. Or worse, you'll burn out trying to push uphill with no traction, which nearly happened to us at the beginning of this whole journey. All right. So consistent, predictable lead flow. That's what you're able to offer your clients. All right. So guys, I just want to I've got just a few minutes left. Stick with me. If you guys are excited, you like what you've seen, been able to find those leads, hopefully it's worked for you. You are here in this AI curve. We've had all of the people come and kind of piece everything together. That's the innovators. You guys are the point where we're saying, I'm in, let's go. You've got that whole groundswell in front of you. All right. This is the time when you get to adopt it. You get to be on that growth curve and you get to lock in that recurring revenue for yourself. Okay. This is why it's the best opportunity to be on right now. Guys, as a question, why do we start with leads as a client when we're trying to open the door? It is the best foot in the door method that we have ever found. Okay. It's the number one thing that every business owner wants or needs. And in fact, I want to give you guys a test to see if we can justify that comment. Who on this call right now would want 20 free targeted leads in the industry or niche of their choice? Just say me if you would say yes to that. Me says Craig. Who would want 20 free leads in the niche of your choice, targeted, researched, and me. Our greatest success growth, and the reason that we've got so many hundreds of testimonials on our site, is because we teach people how to make that same offer to businesses. Hey, would you like 20 free leads of your choice in your targeted niche just to jump on a call with me? I've got a brand new software tool I'd love to show you. And if you can spare 15 minutes, I'll give you 20 free leads to jump on a call. Again, we've got testimonials. You can find them on the site. People who have been in GHL still in their 30-day trial, making that offer out to business groups and growing out to 1,500 month MRR in their first month because they offered free leads. Get people on the call, run the leads. All right. At the end of the call, we're literally saying, now, I'll show you the next step in a second. But even worst case scenario, the guy goes, great, I want my leads. You go, cool. Click the export to CSV button. There you go. Thanks for joining me. All right. but there's a whole bunch more to the sequence, right? So it's the very best foot in the door process. If you've got the unlimited license with White Label Suite, by the way, you can give away free accounts. You can give this away and still profit, okay? So that's why we start with leads, because it's the number one thing that business owners say yes to. And this is our 27-minute demo structure. This is the demo that Johan's done so many, many times and resulted in $10,000 sales, $10,000 setups, right? And then recurring monthly. This is the structure of it, guys. Feel free to take a screenshot. As I said, we're going to have the replay coming out to you guys. Here's the structure of the 27-minute demo. Number one, we search for their ideal client and we show them the AI enrichment. You guys saw that. Search, click the button. Here's the AI details. All of that data goes across into the CRM. Step two, hyper-personalized. We get them to opt in on our site and get a coupon or, just download a free PDF or anything like that. That's step two. Then we show them the AI hyper-personalized engagement. If we really want to get cool, we get them to dial into our receptionist, all right, and have a chat with our voice AI inbound, okay? And the close is this. So do you want me to start to set this up for you? Would you like me to set this up for you? By the way, for our clients, we give you the pitch deck of that whole 27-minute demo, okay? Now, this is how to have people lining up to buy this from you, all right? We are putting together a special deal for you to get hold of White Label Suite and this system to be able to create freedom for yourself. You get a full 12 months access to sell unlimited accounts with White Label Suite. Now, normally that's $49.97, right? So you get to use the leads tool for yourself and you get unlimited licenses to sell, okay? We'll give you all of the pitch decks, the ads, the snapshots, the templates, and the marketing collateral. We give you all of the GPTs to build knowledge bases for your clients. This one was really fun for me. I spent ages building a GPT to take their website and PDFs and all that kind of stuff, put it into a knowledge base in the format that we can upload to GHL as their client knowledge base, all right? We give you the step-by-step training to set up and deploy the AI sales system over and over and over again, all right? This whole system took our team, not just us, our team over 6 months. So I just want to ask you guys, how much of a head start do you want? All right. This is something that's already built and done. So you get all of that, all of those pieces for $19.97, which is less than $167 a month. The link's on the screen there. It's whitelabelsuite.com/special. Let me ask you this. Who on the call is planning to grow their business over the next 12 months? Who on the call is planning to grow their business? Is there anybody that's not planning to grow their business over the next 12 months? That would probably be an easier question. You guys can relax. You don't have to put anything in the chat, right? Stephanie, then you've got everything you need, right? If you are planning to grow your business, then my next question would be, would you be prepared to invest less than $167 a month to grow your business with your own targeted leads, to present a foot in the door system, to be able to show them a complete A to Z process? Would you invest $167 a month to have unlimited licenses to do that, right? And if the answer is yes, whitelabelsuite.com/special is where you can get started, right? So let me go through, we've had so many people coming in and having success with this system. Got our first client. What was this one? 2 calls, 2 sales, $500 a month for White Label Suite and GHL. Feel like it's about to kick off, says Jack. Had another great call, signed up the leads tool. She shared it with another company today. All right, look at that. Over 8,000 monthly recurring. Now, guys, we're not making claims. Just literally, these are our examples from our clients. Just some really great feedback there. Use this tool to help close a $16,000 deal. Super cool. Happy to be here. We just signed up today. My business partner, Teresa, already sold a $500 a month client. White Label Suite is amazing. Because we give you the direct access to the thing that every business wants. And I know I said that in a little bit of a stilted way, but let me say it again. It's because we give you direct access to the thing that every business owner wants, which is more leads in my funnel, more opportunity. You get to be the one that provides that and build your SaaS recurring income along the way. So you get unlimited sales license to the tool, lead generation for yourself. You can increase the size of your deal size by putting the AI pieces behind that, engage that sales system, be supported around the clock with our service and system. This leads tool is a natural fit for three things. Number one, I hope you guys will use the tool for yourself. Put your own oxygen mask on first. Get your ideal clients going into the system. Use the tool to find your ideal clients. Even if that was it, even if the deal was you get 1,000 search credits in the tool, you can do the AI research, you can fill your own funnel. Even if that was the deal for $167 a month, it'll be worth it, right? But you also then get to sell unlimited licenses. You've got the leads. So this is the upsell. By the way, guys, remember we said this is the door opener. We show the people the 20 free leads. And then we say to them, so now you've got the leads. Do you have a system for managing and connecting your leads? Do you have a system that calls back every lead? Do you have a system that follows up with intelligence, never misses, can be your 24/7 sales system, receptionist, customer service? No? What would it do? This is John Logar's close. What would it do for your business if that was in place? And just let them tell you, well, if you did that for me, my business would grow by 100 grand a month. Well, when do you want to get started on that? Right? So what would it look like if you did have that in place? Really? When do you want that to get started for you? All right. So the unlimited sales license. Oops, let me go back one. So you get access to the leads tool for yourself, of course. You get then the white label, and that link's still up on the screen. All right. Uncapped profitability. You can literally grow this to any size you want to. You get all of our sales tools and systems, sales call scripts. You even get sales call demos. Like we've got full recordings of demos that we've done. We teach you how to do a demo. We give you the the slide decks, the call recordings. Okay. We've got Facebook ads. We've got scripts. We've got YouTube videos and templates, white label sales videos that you can use. All right. You get to set your own price. I love what Lindsay said. Hey, on another note, went and sold a whole dang $7,500 lead gen package. I need some help getting my snapshot set up. Hitting up our customer support there. Not bad, really. You get to set your own price. So your investment is $2,000 for the year. You get to set your own price, make your own sales, right? So you get your whole package for $19.97, which is whitelabelsuite.com. We give you the training on this end-to-end sales setup system, okay? Now, great news. Since we recorded those videos, GHL's own internal chat system has leveled up. So we actually did the recording on external chat systems because they weren't there yet. But now it's all in GHL. Literally, you can just reference the custom fields right there in it. So we give you that training on how to set this AI system up, all right? You can build that over and over and over again. We give you the GPTs, the snapshots, the trainings, all there. You also get access to our masterclass vault every single month. We're bringing in specialists, talking to our members, helping them grow their business, covering off different elements there. Jess said, I'm not going to lie, this talk's been incredible. I've not even used the leads yet. The talks alone are so worth it. Once I suss the leads, it's fire. Super cool. So we've got live support. We've got Q&A sessions every week. We've got all of the systems ready to go. And that's why so many GHL agencies have trusted us to come and work with them. It's $19.97. If you can find a client for yourself and one person that wants to buy this, then it would feel like you're in front. Couple of questions. What sales tools are included and available? We have ads, banners, emails, videos, webinars, slide decks, call scripts, the entire sites and funnels. We give them straight to you as snapshots, checklists, ClickUp docs, all immediately available in the members area. Can I sell unlimited accounts? Yes, if you get the unlimited account option. Is it a one-time payment? Guys, this is important. No, it's an annual fee, right? It's an annual fee. You get to lock in that $19.97 price tag, so you get that price will stay the same. You keep getting leads, your clients keep getting the system, but you can cancel anytime. So if you aren't generating leads or you're not making any sales, you can cancel anytime. We don't send people around to your house or anything. You can just cancel if you want to, but if you lock in that price, you get to keep it and you get to keep selling it to your clients, and we update the software for you. How do I find clients and make sales? You use the tool. You use the tool to find the clients, and you follow our setup training to get your packages ready for sale quickly. Okay, so if you follow our training within a few minutes, you can literally be ready to take money with this system. Do we have a monthly option? Yes. I've seen that pop up in the chat a few times there. You will end up paying slightly more if you go the monthly. If you take the annual option, you're getting the best deal. But yes, we do have a monthly option. Is there a guarantee? Absolutely. Absolutely. If you get inside the program, if you see all the materials that we've created for you, if you use the leads tool, you don't see your ideal clients on the screen, or even if you just change your mind, you can cancel and get a refund anytime in the next 30 days. Okay. So that is our let me just go and make sure we've got, I think that's all of our questions that I've got listed out there. So this is where the profit is. This the high ticket side. We've got the complete training on how to build out your own high ticket AI selling system. And every sale then becomes your opportunity to sell those 10K businesses. You can build this yourself. You guys, if you're GHL agency owners, we give you all of the training, the snapshots, the systems. We show you how to build it so that you can wow your client, just like we showed you on that video, right? We show you how to build it, getting them to opt in, getting that personalized communication. You can build it yourself. If you don't want to build it yourself, please ask our team. We've got a list of certified, trained professionals who can settle this up for you, who can even do the setup for you when you make the sale. So you go off and sell it for 10 grand, and you can get somebody else to set it up for 2,000 and carry on doing your thing, right? So if you want to get in and ask our team, hit up our desk and say, hey, who can build this for me? We've got a list of recommended providers that can do that for you, all right? So don't let the tech hold you back, I guess is my point there. So you can build it yourself, but you don't have to. So again, you guys are in the early adopter stage. It's the best time to be in this. You get the unlimited access for $19.97, whitelabelsuite.com/special. And that is me, I think. I'm done. So I'll stick on that one. Guys, if you've got any questions, we're happy to go. Mr. Johan, you've been fielding the chat wildly.
I got to tell you, my fingers are all typed out. I've been typing and typing and typing for the last hour, replying to everybody's questions. Guys, I think I've got to nearly everybody. I'm sorry, it says I've got 8 more questions left. How about if you've got questions, just jump on and ask us the questions, because I'm sure if you've got it, other people have it too. So feel free to unmute or request to unmute, and we will.
Yeah, we might need to. Yeah, just use the reactions bar down the bottom. You can use the one that says raise hand, and we'll see that coming through. I want to leave that that link there. So Stephanie's got a question. Let's ask Stephanie to unmute and say hello. Hello, Stephanie.
Hey guys. So one of the questions, I know someone asked this earlier, but more specifically for my niche, is that I have some people that are doing B2B and some people that are doing B2C. So for instance, you would be looking for a homeowner that maybe wants to replace their windows or doors versus a contractor that's selling to the homeowner. I know you have this LinkedIn feature and all of that on the people search, but is there anything that I'm missing on that to where, you could go in and find like a certain subdivision or a certain area, zip code?
Great question, Stephanie. Great question. And again, we get asked that probably more often than anything else. So let me come across. Can you guys still see my screen?
Yes.
All right. So I'm just going to go to our support portal here. And actually, you can do it from within the tool as well. Down the bottom right-hand corner, if I literally come in here and ask the question B to C, we get asked that so often that we have articles on it, we have training on it, and we've done 3 specific techniques or strategies to use this tool in a B2C environment. And I promised I'd answer Clay's question about the Can Spam Act as well. So that's still doing its search. I might come over and use the support link. It's going to do the same thing anyway. B2C, right? B2C strategies. Okay. All right. How does the lead system work for B2C? So just to be clear, this is a B2B tool. So what we talk about for those B2C strategies are strategies. And I want to cover the Can Spam Act just really quickly as well. Now again, you guys, you need to be compliant in all your marketing. Everybody's got different laws around where they live and all that kind of stuff. But if I wanted to reach Mrs. Jones just down the street and I emailed Mrs. Jones, I've got a really big onus of responsibility to make sure that Mrs. Jones has opted in, has given me permission to contact. Like there's all kinds of privacy details about that, right? And all of the privacy laws that are out there are specifically designed to protect the individual, right? But on a B2B level, it's a different case. Because, and again, you need to make sure your laws are lining up where you live. But if I'm a business and you're a business and you've got an email address publicly available, which by the way, all of the details that we find with the tool are publicly available, and we show you how to find it. So where did you get my email? Click a button, there it is. So if I'm a business and you're a business and you've got a publicly available email address and I email you and I say, hey, saw your business, we do this, any chance we could have a conversation? Now we've got a B2B relationship, right? And there's still laws about opt-outs and all that kind of stuff, which GHL makes really easy. But if I'm looking for Mrs. Jones and I give you Mrs. Jones's email address, I'm in all kinds of trouble. right? But if I'm looking for people in this area, and this is one of the strategies, one of the ones that we cover in the B2C training, if I help you connect with businesses around the area, and Mrs. Jones works for that local school, I can connect with the school, as an example. I can reach out to the school and say, hey, I do window coverings. I think you said something in the building space. I do blinds, awnings, window coverings, window installation. I'm a local business owner and you're a local school. I'd like to make a deal for any of your staff that work here. I would give you 20% off any window installation that needs to be done. And hey, by the way, I'll make that offer open to your parents as well. So I can reach one contact in my local community who can in turn reach 100 contacts. So we teach you how to create relationships. And we've done this with gyms. We've done this with restaurants. We've done this with realtors. We've done this with mortgage brokers. We've done this where the advanced thinking strategy goes like this. Who already has my database? We worked with a yoga studio who wanted to attract more people into her yoga class. So we were like, who already has the clients? Childcare centers, maternity centers, golf clubs, acrobatics, gymnastics clubs, like people who need to stretch, people who are, So we reached out to those businesses with a business proposition and let them reach their members. So now the school sends out the newsletter and says, this month, special offer by our local friend XYZ building curtains and blinds, right? So we teach strategies like that because B2B relationships are much more, allowed to flourish rather than B2C. So we teach you how to use a B2B tool to generate those B2C's inquiries. Does that help? Hopefully. Let's see if I can get Stephanie to unmute again. Is that helpful, Stephanie?
It does help. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. And those strategies are there. We've got like a 3-step YouTube video that'll go into some more detail with that. So hopefully that's helped. Candace was our next one. I'm going to ask Candace to unmute and say hello. Hi, Candace.
Thank you. Hi.
How you doing?
So I'm great. How are you?
I'm real well, thank you. Thanks for jumping on.
Of course. Thank you for having me. So does this work? I think I'm just getting a little confused. And Johan, I appreciate you answering. He was answering questions in the chat. I really appreciate it.
Fingers
but does
are flying.
this work? I see. Does this work right out of the box without me having to build anything? I know you said that it includes like trainings to train the AI, but do we have to do that in order for this to work the way shown on the...
Great question. So Candace, can I ask you a question in return? Who's your ideal client?
Yeah. Med spa owners.
Yep. Perfect. And if I could put a med spa owner on a Zoom call with you, would you know what to say?
I'm getting there.
Okay, that's good. That's a great answer. So the answer to your question is yes, it will work straight out of the box. You're able to go into the system, type in med spas, and immediately find the owner's details and do all this up. It works. Now, in terms of the next step, okay, well, cool. I want to set up that AI integration. We have got snapshots that are all in place. But the biggest win that I can give you is, again, if you contact our support team, we've actually done a whole certification program. And I think we've got 5 or 6 companies that are certified by us. They've been through the training, they've gone all the way through and they've delivered the results where they can go and build it for you. And one of our team, I think it's Dakota's crew, do the whole setup for about $2,000 and they support it for you. But we've got certified builders in our program. They have different skill sets for different size of companies, but ask our team. So John Logar, who does a lot of our sales training, he often says this: don't worry about getting your ducks in the row, go and be a doer. So Candace, you can get bogged down here trying to learn this connection and API and that, you won't make any sales. But if you can talk to a med spa owner and you know what to say, or you want to practice what to say, you can get a few med spa owners into a conversation with you and then just pass off the setup to someone else. So money's made when the sale happens, when the transaction happens. And if you can have a conversation with your ideal client, we give you the only thing that you'll need to know, to be honest, is how to demo it, right? How how can I demo this to a company? Now, we make that easy in two ways. Number one, we give you white label demo videos. No branding, we're invisible. So if somebody says, "Oh, Candace, sounds interesting, send me more details," and you just send them your video, right? You upload it to your own YouTube, send it to them, and then go, "Watch this and tell me what you think." So we make it easy in two ways. Number one, we give you those white label resources. But number two, we also have a full training stack on how to do a demo. And if you guys can still see my screen, when you guys when you get in, you can go and check this out now. It's public. But we give you what we call the sales kit. Sales kit. Here we go. So the sales kit has all kinds of training on how to demo. We talk about the rapid demo. Here's the 5-minute version. Here's the 11-minute version with a little bit more detail. We give you the raw files. We'll give you the transcripts so that you can voice them over yourself if you want to, the subtitle files. We've also got how to prepare for a full demo, literally like the step-by-step how to build up to the sale. We give an example of a demo. So this is one of our Empire clients, Amy. She's amazing. So we did a demo for her. So we show you how to demo this to a one-to-many. And this is really cool as well. We've got shorts, little 3, 4, 5-minute videos on all the different sections of the product. So you want to tell somebody about the influencer search, but you don't know what to say. Again, we give you the file. We show you how to set it up. So you guys get all of these tools to be able to make those sales. So Candace, to answer your question, sorry, was it to answer the question? It was, does it work out of the box? 100% yes. Jump in, do a search for med spa owners, boom, done, and you're up and running. All right. Next, do I have to learn all this stuff? Yeah, you can just get somebody else to build it out for you, or we'll walk you through. Sorry, mate. You go.
I just want to ask a couple of quick questions because a couple of people do have to leave.
Yeah.
One, so Ray is a bit lost. He said the snapshots are not for implementation with our clients. So if you can just talk about that just quickly, about what they're getting. People are getting confused between they buy this, what happens next? So people are saying, now I have to go and get somebody else to set it up. I said, no, you definitely do not have to go and get somebody to set up. Guys, what we noticed in our community is there's people who love building, love tech, right? There's love selling. In our company, Walt loves building. He can build this stuff all day. I couldn't build it to save my life. But I know that Walt and the team, they can build stuff. And so if you need stuff built, if you're one of the people who love selling and being out there meeting people, shaking hands, closing deals, there's people out there who are going to build it for much less than it's going to. Your day rate, if work out how much it costs you to be in the office and for a day, you could go and close 5 deals in a day. It's easier to just pay somebody else to get it done. So that's Ray. I hope that question. We give you guys everything.
But to answer a little bit more from Ray, what are the snapshots? We've got snapshots for you to be able to generate leads for yourself. We've got snapshots for you to implement for your clients. So the things like the 20 free lead system, right? So we've got a snapshot for the 20 free lead system that helps you present that, helps you bring people in. And then when you get a new client, we've got a snapshot that you can deploy, which is literally just an outreach program, setting up an opportunity board, that kind of stuff. So when the leads come in, the emails go out, all that kind of stuff. So we have snapshots for setup. We have snapshots for deployment. We have snapshots. All of the white label training videos are in a snapshot. So you can just have all your training in one place in the members area. So everything that we can possibly build there, we have. So we've got, I think there's 5, 6 different snapshots that we have. Some are for the client, some are for you. We outline, we show you exactly what they do, how they work. All that is done. Yeah, hopefully that's helpful.
So guys, I'm getting lots of questions about the FourBot system. You can have all the training for the FourBot system. You'll be able to access it. You'll know how everything works. We'll give you all the snapshots. We'll give you all the templates. You'll be able to.
That's a really good point. And actually, like we made the FourBot system famous with we did a big, trumpeting about the FourBot system. What we've just shown you guys is the FourBot system, right? So why did we coin this phrase of FourBot system? Because, and now we call it the AI sales system. But why did we coin it that way? Because selling GHL is bloody hard work. It's tough. Right? Selling leads on its own is easier, we found, because every business wants it, right? But you're still selling a tool that the business has to use. All right. Okay, cool. You've given me something great, but now you've given me a shovel. Now I need to do the digging, right? But the FourBot system, or what we call the AI sales system, is exactly what we just showed you. Leads plus follow-up plus integrated, AI contact aware conversations plus GHL over the top of it. That is the FourBot system, right? Our piece that we support, that we build for you, that we continually invest in, that you get to sell, is the leads tool itself. The reason that we're here talking about this system is because it's like this. If you gave somebody, you said, hey, would you like a brand new house? But when you delivered it, it was all in pieces. Here's the walls over there, the sinks, the floors. You're like, oh man, I got to put this together for myself, right? Whereas you go, here's your brand new home, family's ready to move in. Everything stacked up and works, right? So when you're selling a system, which is leads, AI follow-up, AI conversations, all qualification done, contact aware, in your calendar and booked. When you sell it as a system, it becomes something that the business owner doesn't have to think about. That's why we make a lot of noise about it as a system. You can come and buy the tool, right? Awesome. You can sell it as many times as you want. Awesome. We've just found it easier to sell this whole thing. And the only reason we're here is to help you guys grow your GHL agencies or your agencies, grow your business, grow your entrepreneurial income. And the way that we found to do that that's easiest is show the business owner a system. Leads, AI follow-up, AI qualification, booked into a calendar and done. So GHL do the last 3 steps of that now with all of the AI stuff, and we provide the fuel at the front, which is the leads. All right? So we have the fuel that powers everything else, but the system makes it easy to sell. Hopefully that clears it up.
For sure. I've got one last question, and then I think I'm nearly covered with all my questions. Woohoo!
Man, your voice is
so Margie, and I haven't been talking. So Margie asked, are there any fees on top? Did you cover credits? I don't know if you've covered
Okay, so what are the
and
credits? That's a great question. So when you come across to the page there, you're getting a heck of a deal. And I've lost my mouse cursor, Mr. Yarn, so I'm trying to get that page back up. Can you, I don't know, can you remove the spotlight from me? Somehow my mouse has died here. So the credits, cool, thank you. So the credits, have I got mouse now? No, I've lost my Zoom. Do you want to see if you can grab that, just that slide, that one slide that's got the link on it while I'm talking through? That'd be great. So credits are currency within the program, guys. Yeah, go for it, mate.
Chill for a second, and I'll share my
Chill
screen.
for a second. I can chill. I'm good at chilling.
Relax.
No,
All
you're
right, guys,
no,
can
no,
you see
no.
my
You're
screen?
about to dive into deep of this many for that many and this many for that many. No. Guys, credits are currency within the program. Credits do lots of different things. Credits can be used for leads. Credits can be used for AI research. Credits can be used for email writing. Credits can be used for creating an SEO analysis. Credits do lots of different things within the program. So you can generate 100 leads, get them all researched, find the influencers details. The credits do lots of different things. So all the way through the program, you'll see the action you're about to take is we'll spend 3 credits. Cool, great. So you always know how many credits you're spending. The deal that we put there for you guys to be able to use the system is 1,000 credits a month. Now, when you're selling this out, you've also got the opportunity to generate income from the credits that your customers use. So there's a slider, I think, that you can see the profitability of those credits on our site. But for example, you go and sell a client 500 credits a month or 1,000 credits a month, and they're buying those credits off you with a margin. So you're actually getting the opportunity to make profit on the credits. So what are credits? Credits are currency within the program. They do all kinds of different things. Lead generation, AI research, all that kind of stuff are credits. You get 1,000 a month with your package. You can have unlimited. You can literally have unlimited credits. So you're putting your card on file and it's just like GHL. You're literally only paying for usage, right? So as your business gets better and people are buying more off you, it's a profit driver for you, right? So again, I know the credits sometimes is confusing. Credits are our currency. They do all the different functions within the tool. Cool.
Awesome. Can I just
that's helpful.
share this? Can you see that? Is this what you wanted me to share before?
There you go. This is on the pricing thing. So this is if you want to see like, okay, well, I can set a margin. So wholesale rate of the credits is 12 cents. You can set 20 cents or 30 cents or whatever it might be as your own margin. Again, you guys get the choice to do that. And then you can see if I generate 60,000 credits in a month, there's $22,000 worth of profits there, or, so however big you grow your business, our job is to help you get bigger, right? So you can generate a massive company. You can sell thousands of licenses and credit consumption through the roof, and you're going to profit as a result of that. So hopefully that's helpful.
I'm just going to share one quick thing on that. Guys, we have our clients using this to find influencers to then promote their brand, their version of the tool, right? Now, when you get influencers on board, you can go in there and you can go to the influencer tool and find AI influencers. There are so many AI tool influencers, right? People talking about the latest tools. Our tool is positioned as an AI lead generation tool. So when they find the influencers, they partner up with them. They offer them 30% reoccurring of the subscription. The influencers are like, oh, I was $500 for a post, but I'll go 30% easy. So that's where those credits come into play, because now you're selling those credits at those whatever, and it just flows. I think I've answered
guys,
everybody's.
I hope so, but just for a little bit of additional firepower on that, what Johan just gave you was a massive boost. You can put an affiliate program behind your own white label license. So you can, because you can sell unlimited licenses, your fee per month doesn't go up, right? You can pay somebody 30% and just they can go out and make the sales for you. It's a massive, massive boost. Don't overlook it. Getting affiliates to sell your program for you is a really cool strategy. Nice. Cool, guys.
Jane's got a question there. And so Jane, well, something's not clear. Is the 1997 include the FourBot system for 12 months, or is it just the lead system?
Okay, so let me see if I can explain it again. For 1997, you get 12 months access to our leads tool. You can choose to keep that and renew it and keep that rate forever and ever and ever if you want to, even when our prices go up. The FourBot system is a process that we've created to help you make sales. So does it include the FourBot system? That doesn't, it's non-existent, if that makes sense. The FourBot system is your ownership of the leads tool, which you get for the 1997, plus then you're plugging it in for your clients with AI, AI follow-up, AI voice, all of the stuff that's already in GHL, right? So what you're getting for this is the leads tool itself, which is the fuel that drives everything else. And then we show you exactly how that plugs into high level that allows you to present this as a system for sale. Okay, so we provide the tool, the leads tool, and you plug in the additional pieces that allow you to present this whole thing as a system out to your clients. Does that help? So for 1997, you get 12 months access, and you get to keep that access at that price forever and ever on. Again, we talked about if you get one deal, you're done. If you make a sale, you can sell it. You can use it as a foot in the door. You can use it as a lead magnet. You can give away free accounts. We show you how to do that and still profit. So you get the leads tool. We give you the training, the setup, the snapshots, all that kind of stuff that make the FourBot system possible. The FourBot system, or the AI sales system, is a way of presenting to a client to help you get a deal. Mr. Client, let me show you. AI leads plus AI follow-up plus this system equals qualified appointments in your calendar. Would that be beneficial for you? All right. So we provide the leads tool. The FourBot system is a methodology for making sales so that you're presenting a full system to the client. Yeah? Does that help? Cool.
Fantastic. Thank you. Guys, I don't have any more questions here. So if everybody's all good and there's no more questions, we're going to end the webinar.
Okay. Guys, so yes, there will be a replay. Here's our goal for you. If there's one thing that I want you to do as a result of being with us, and thank you so much for staying with us over this time, there's the one thing I want you to do. I want you to go out there and succeed. Go out there, speak to a client, show them amazing things that you can do for their business and help them grow, and you get paid as a result of that. So if there's one thing I want you to do, I want you to succeed. All right. Take what you've learned, put it into action. Let us help you, as we've done with so many hundreds of other people. Our team are there to help you create sales and generate revenue for your business. Let us do it. Awesome, guys.
One more question.
Oh, one more question.
Craig says, how long will it take to set up?
Great question. Great question. So depending on what you mean by setup, so that's a how long is a piece of string question, right? You can literally find leads within minutes. So log in, do a search, done, right? Minutes. how long to set up my branding and all that kind of stuff. We've got a fast start program so you can have your own logo and all that kind of stuff on the tool. That's probably, if you've got your logo ready, 15 minutes max, you'd have your own branded version of the tool ready to sell. Setting up the AI leads tool, depending on your skill set, like depending on, are you a builder? Do you know your automations? How can you connect the dots? There's probably an hour or two there worth of configuring everything to work the right way, depending on your skill set. If you can't be bothered doing any of that setup stuff, just, as I said, contact our team. We'll give you a list of people who will happily do it for you. You can have it set up and running. So yeah, minutes for the leads, 20 minutes to be branded under your own thing and ready to take money as your own product. So 20 minutes from now, you can launch your own new software platform. Yeah, you're right. And we'll give you social posts that you can do with all that kind of stuff as well. Brad Elias is one of our testimonial clients. He made his first sale within hours. He literally grabbed his link. He was like, hey, a brand new leads tool, dropped it into a business group that he was a member of. And anyway, you can make sales quickly. Again, not making any claims. It depends on how fast you act, but minutes to run a search, 20 minutes to get set up and branded, a few hours to get all of the AI pieces to put together, or you can outsource the whole lot if you just want to get on and sell it. Cool.
Thanks, Ben. You're amazing.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. Thanks for coming in. Hopefully it's been entertaining. Stan, I hope you get better soon. We will see you all on board as a client. Thanks, everybody.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. Bye-bye. Hey, George Cruz.
Nice to see you.
See ya.